Hi, today is day 3 of the detox meal that I'm going to be showing you. So you've already followed through from day 1 and you've seen day 2 yesterday, and I'll be coming on here every day live at 6 p.m. British Standard Time and at 2 o'clock Eastern Time in US. So day 3 is going to be specific foods, and these foods today is all whole foods fruit. So the reason we're doing whole foods fruit, and it's going to be for one day only, is because tomorrow is going to be the colon cleanse day. So we're getting ready to clear the organs. So yesterday you would have done the liver cleanse, and you would have had the high glutathione foods. Today we're doing a fruit fast, and then the next day we're doing the colon cleanse. And there'll be specific foods throughout the day for the colon cleanse. So let's get started. To start off my day, as I always talk about this, each day you will have a tall glass of mineral water. 500 ml is the best to consume in any sitting, really, and you don't have to down it in one go. But if you have a 500 ml glass of water, you know that you've at least had a portion of your 2 litre for women, 3 litre for men. It's just an easier way of gauging how much water you're drinking, and it makes it easier in terms of breaking up the water in 500 ml space if you're not used to consuming as much as 2 or 3 litres of water a day. I had my water and lime, or you can use lemon, don't have to use lime, with a teaspoon of olive oil. And I had my supplements of D3 and magnesium. And the reason I had olive oil is because you need to consume at least 2.5 grams of fat when you're taking vitamin D3. D3 is a fat-soluble supplement, and it needs to be carried by a fat for better absorption. Magnesium supports D3 in terms of activating the D3. So magnesium and D3 is what I take every day without fail, and I had it with olive oil today. Yesterday I had it with avocado, just a quarter piece of avocado, and the day before that I had it with 4 walnuts. So it's up to you what type of fat you want to consume. And maybe you don't feel like eating, so just a teaspoon of cold pressed olive oil is good. So the next thing I consumed was a glass of mango juice. All I did for this was I didn't put any milk, it was just done with water. You want a nice ripe avocado. And on this day, you're going to have your fruits with all the fibre. So you want your whole fruits, no juicing. It's all fibre with whole fruits. So that was just mango that I had, which was nice and filling because of the fibre, which carried me through into the next snack. And that's when I decided I felt for something sweet, and it's good if you're having a little sugar craving. I've managed to curb my sugar to a really good level now, but I wanted a sweetish snack. But especially if you're suffering with sugar cravings, this could be a great snack for you. You may not even want 3 medjool dates. And I didn't eat it all in one sitting. I just kind of like nibbled on those. So that was medjool dates with figs, which made for a nice, sweet, fresh snack. And then after my medjool dates, about an hour later, I made myself a nettle, clove and cinnamon tea. Now this is my very own hand blend of nettle, clove and cinnamon. Clove is very good in terms of cleansing the blood, and as I said, the nettle is full of minerals, and this is going to be my go-to tea throughout the detox. You have a list of teas in the detox plan that you can choose from. So you choose what type of teas are going to suit you best. And if you had a one-to-one with me, I may have recommended specific herbs. And I had 3 cups of my nettle, clove and cinnamon. And if you want to get some of the loose leaf blend, just go to the description below where you can purchase that. So after I consumed my nettle, clove and cinnamon tea, I had myself some, just a variety of fruits. And there I've got my dried apricots and my apple, and also I had a whole mango and some nectarine. Now, when you get your plan, you're going to see that on day 3, with the fruits, there is some fruit pairing, fruit combinations. And I've paired those fruits specifically for you to be able to have that combination. So have a look at the fruit combinations that I've got up in the plan, and you'll see there's some specific pairing. There's not a lot of combinations to be had, but I've just mapped out the type of combination of fruits that go better together and it's better to digest and better on the digestive system altogether. So I had a whole mango, some nectarine, and green apple is what you want. And I had some dried apricots, and those are nice organic apricots I got from my local fruit and nut store. And I shared that particular place on the 40-day live with Carol Fraser Facebook page, and they do a range of organic nuts and seeds and dried fruits. And what I find about the dried apricots that I get, the organic ones, they're nowhere near as sweet as the ones that you get in the supermarket. They have just the right balance of sugar, which balanced this out very nicely, because I had the tart apple, I had the wonderful flavour of the apricot coming through, the sweet mango, and the lovely, juicy, sweet nectarine. Now, the next thing I had was, about an hour or so later, was my hibiscus juice. We call this sorrel in the Caribbean. Now, my sorrel juice, I left the flowers in the water because I'd already made a sorrel juice earlier on. And this was my 2nd cup for the day. So you can steep the sorrel leaves again. And if you want to know where to find sorrel, which is a beautiful raspberry flavour, high in vitamin C, you can find the description below where you can purchase loose leaf sorrel, or some people call it hibiscus. So I decided I wanted a snack, and I went for my dark grapes. I love the dark grapes, and that's what you've got in the programme. If you can get Concord grapes, get Concord. If you can get seeded, get the seeded. But don't worry too much. You can soak anything that isn't organic in water with a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda if you're using a small bowl. If you're wanting to wash a large amount of fruits, put about a tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda to a large bowl. But you want to just add the bicarb to the water, soak it for at least 15 minutes before rinsing, and that gets rid of the major pesticides, most of the major pesticides. And then I had a banana, just a whole banana. And if you can get a banana which is a little bit speckled, so it's not too, it's a bit ripe, so you've got the nice sweet soft banana, not too ripe and not too green. So after probably a couple of hours later or so, I was grazing on more of my black grapes. Again, we've got the fruit combination here, the pairing going on. Black grapes, and I had some pink grapefruit, and I had some pineapple and some slices of orange. So that was my main fruit feast for the day, and I consumed all those fruits with gusto. It was lovely, and today was such a beautiful warm day, which is always best when you're having fruits. But whilst you're on the program, start eating your fruits no earlier than 11 a.m. and finish eating any fruits throughout the program by 5 p.m. So one of the things I was doing today, because I'm going through this detox, is always good, and I tend to have a practice where I find time for myself, where I relax. I might spend some time on my own, listening to my meditation music, which I listen to from Sleepy Music Studio on YouTube. And I've recommended this before to my detoxers who are going through the program. It's such a lovely range of music. It's actually 432 hertz frequencies, which is like a healing music for the cells. It's very calming. It was really lovely. And I sat out in the sun, bathing in the sun, getting my vitamin D with my headphones on, listening to these beautiful frequencies. And it was such a wonderful day. Take time out for yourself. This is your time, okay? So you only do this once a year. And I've been doing this once a year for a few years now. You want to rest your digestive system. You want to calm your mind. You want to feel as relaxed as possible. If you could take at least 1 hour out of your day in your lunch break, go for a 10-minute walk, and then have a sit down in the sunshine, bathing that lovely vitamin D, and then take a 5 or 10 minute walk back. But at least have 10 to 15 minutes a day minimum, just to have time for yourself to relax and listen to some Sleepy Music Studio frequencies, and you'll see how wonderful you feel. You feel revitalized. And it's only one day that you'll be doing the fruit fast, so treat yourself. Have all your favorite fruits. Be Cleopatra for the day. Have your grapes. Have your papaya, if that's what you love. If you want your guava. All those wonderful fruits are there for you to choose from. And I've had a banquet of fruits today. And one thing I will mention is, this is probably the biggest part of the fasting, really. Because you're having just the fruits all day, so you will feel like you're on a real fast, that you're not reaching for any other foods. So make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're getting your 2 liters of water, have your herbal teas, have your glass of water at hand at the side. You've got your 500 ml, I've got mine right here. And if you're feeling hungry, warm the water. I find when I do a water fast and I start to feel a bit of hunger pangs, I warm the water and I drink warm water, and it's really nice on the gut, and your stomach feels like you've had something, substantial. I've warmed this water here now, and that's what I'll be consuming now for the rest of the evening. No more fruits. But if you can see, I've had quite a great deal of fruit. And in fact, I finished off a whole pineapple. So that was just what I put on the plate. But I've actually been grazing on, more grapes. Give your body enough. Don't skimp. Eat what you need. It's for one day only. Just want to flush through your system so that you're ready for your colon cleanse the next day. I also want to share something with you about one of my members who contacted me today. And she was listening to yesterday's live, In fact, I was also live on the 40-day Detox live with Carol Fraser Facebook group. And a couple of questions came up from the live yesterday and the live that I did from the Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, you can go over there and see what's going on. We'll always put the link below for you so you can have a browse at what's happening there. So one of the questions that she asked me was, with the yesterday's live on YouTube, day 2, she asked me if I'd used fresh tarragon or dried tarragon. So she was out shopping and she gave me a quick call, and she was querying whether that was fresh or dried because she could not find fresh. It's not usual to find fresh tarragon, maybe in places like Ocado, possibly Waitrose that may have it. I do purchase from farmers markets, and if you are able to get to a farmers market, as you know, I live in the UK, there are 50 farmers markets around London. Outside of London, people are, don't have access to a local farmers market near them. But if you do have one in your region, you can always get your, in season fresh fruits and veg once they're in season. Tarragon was, I got my tarragon in Waitrose, in fact. That's where I got it from. So you can get fresh tarragon from Waitrose. And that's what I put in my salad yesterday. But she purchased dried tarragon, which is absolutely fine. You can get any of the fresh herbs that you see on the shopping list that I've given you in dried form, and you can add them into the lovely sauces and pestos and dressings that I'm going to be showing you throughout the rest of towards the 1st of April when the detox starts. So another thing she was querying, she said, well, where can I find organic desiccated coconut? Because on the 40-day live with Carol Fraser, the detox group on Facebook, I did a quick live there. It wasn't so quick, it was 40 minutes long. But I gave a lot of essential tips and information. Please, detoxers, go to that video that I put on the Facebook group, and you're already there. But for those that don't know, 40-day detox live with Carol Fraser. So that was the latest live video I did for the detoxers who joined the program, and there were some very essential tips there. And this member picked up on how I make my milks, and I use things like desiccated coconut, and there were other milks as well. This is how you can save yourself a packet and still remain using natural foods, because some of the milks, they contain starches or guar gum, salts, some sweeteners even. And so I tend to just use organic dehydrated foods to make my milks. And one of the milks I make is coconut milk from desiccated coconut, or I use dehydrated organic flour. Just take a tablespoon, blend it with 500 mils of water and strain it, and you have instant good quality milk, nothing added, nothing taken away. It is what it says on the tin. And you can budget with that, right? You can put that in your smoothies, you can put that in your smoothie bowls, you can add that to sauces that you're going to be making, and that's a great way of really saving yourself some money. And you can get organic desiccated coconut from a store called Buy Whole Foods online. That's the actual name of the store, Buy Whole Foods online. Another place that you could get desiccated coconut, I think, is Hatton Hill. That's Hatton. You could go there online. They have quite a long list of organics, and I'm quite sure that they do Hatton Hill organic desiccated coconut. Thank you very much for listening and joining me Please keep tuning in. If you find this beneficial, or somebody else you feel might be find this beneficial, please share. I'll be coming on every day at 6 British Standard Time and 2 o'clock Eastern Time to show you how you can follow this detox program, the type of foods that you'll be getting, and all the people that have joined are now accessing my Natural Workshops membership platform, where they can access the plan and also access the health clubs there, as well as seeing, I do a live once a month. I'll be doing a 16th of April live there. And of course, they'll get some pre-detox recipes where they can start implementing those recipes in those meals in their diet now to prepare their digestive system for the 1st of April. So there's over 100 recipes already there under Carol's Organic Kitchen Club. And the recipes that I'm putting on each day will be sent in a recipe board to you members who've joined the detox program, and my long-standing members. They'll be getting those recipes each day. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more wonderful recipes.